Manchester United lining up for Victor Osimhen. Marco Reus, one of the players that I've admired for all of my life, and he really turned down an offer to join Bayern Munich and has been playing his football for Borussia Dortmund. It looks like he doesn't want to renew his contract at Borussia Dortmund. He wants to play out elsewhere, being linked to Manchester United, and we're told that United are after him. All that into the comment section we are coming in through to let you know about these stories in here onto the United Matters channel. Now we are talking about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is really being offered a new contract, and United don't want to break their salary cap. Dean Henderson out for 3 to 4 weeks, and I think that conversation of him really being one of those players that Ten Hag should allow to play as United face a team called Nottingham Forest in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. I think they've died a natural death. Smash the like button, comment and share. Rokan David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, today is really a very good day that everyone is here really trying to go on and really do the needful and really embrace, and the Lord has made it happen, and we here onto the United Matters channel are really having a very good day because where I am, it's sunny, it's not chilly as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was really damn cold as if we were in winter, and this is where I ask myself, how do people in countries that experience winter really live, especially in this kind of time like right now, because in some days, in some countries, it's winter, not so? It's winter, so I'm asking myself, how do these people really live these days when they are really damn cold like this? The days were cold yesterday. The day was really cold, but we thank God that we are now having a little bit of sunshine here, and let's get into this. Now, yesterday night, we did a story about Vegas Hungary, Scott McTominay, Newcastle willing to put in a bid of £30 million provided United are really willing to give in that money. If at all you missed out on that, you can as well go outside there and really watch that story because it's really exciting. We also talked about Julian Timber, United reviving their interest for the 20-year-old Dutch to see to it that they really sign him in the summer. Now, yesterday, I saw this story and I never gave it a lot of attention, but Fabrizio Romano, after appearing on United Stand and talked about it, I said I should come here and we react to it and give you my thoughts about it. Who was the first to break this? It was Martino Napoli. You hear it very well. Martino Napoli, the player talking about, plays for Napoli via Sports Witness. He said Manchester United are already lining up to sign Victor Osimhen, with many intermediaries already at work to bring him to the Premier League after this season. So this deal, United is really chasing for it. You get? They are chasing for the player. They want to see him be signed in the summer. Remember, Erik Ten Hag has always told us that he wants 3 strikers. Now, if Weghorst stays with Anton Martial, Victor Osimhen will be one of those that is going to come in and really contend to see to it that he really leads the line for Manchester United in that similar attitude, because Ten Hag is really a lover of this player. Now, after that story came in from Napoli, Fabrizio Romano went ahead to appear on the United Stand and said the following. This is what he said: that Manchester United have been interested in Victor Osimhen for a long time now, and it won't be a shock if they try and go for him in the summer. But it will probably be a bidding war with lots of clubs being interested, meaning that the player is so much attracting a lot of attention from big teams all over Europe. When you look at teams like PSG, they are looking in for number 9. Real Madrid are looking in for number 9. Chelsea are looking in for number 9. Which other team? Bayern Munich are looking in for number 9. So looks like Fabrizio Romano talking about a bidding war for Victor Osimhen is really going to be right, because as things stand now in Napoli, a competent team would be trying to start to talk to the agent of Victor Osimhen, because trust me, Victor Osimhen, if United comes in through or Chelsea or Real Madrid, he won't say no. Now, it's all about the amount of money that this guy is valued. I believe his value is going to be at like 100 million euros because they bought him at 60 million euros from France and they brought him to Italy. So, do we have the money to spend on a player known as Victor Osimhen. Obviously, you know the problems at Manchester United. The takeover has been really extended. You know that. It might even happen at the end of May. Will we have enough time to negotiate these deals? Because a competent team or a competent club will be outside there right now trying to talk to the agents of the players they want to sign. But United is really not in that line. Reason being, the Glazers, who are ill at managing the club, have chosen to sell the club, you get, after the spring, yet they know that we need to have already set up our targets. The Glazers are really sick. If the Glazers knew about football, they would have already started the plan of selling the club of Manchester United in September, after the transfer window. You get? They get in the bids, and after the World Cup, they would have already sold the club, such that United would have been having a new owner in January to really reinforce or strengthen in the January transfer window. If at all they are competent at doing what the game of football is all about, and they wished United well, they would have gone ahead to do that. And even them, after failing to do that, they are failing to see to it that the takeover ends in the spring or in March. If it ends in March and the team is sold, that means Ten Hag will be sitting with the new owners and telling them, I need this player, and this player. Meaning that the talks with the intermediaries will start for April and May. Those 2 months are enough. If at all you are in for Victor Osimhen, you talk with him, you talk with his agent, April and May, you agree everything. In June, as the transfer window opens, you go all out and really sign a player. That's it. So, as things stand, that is what the transfer window should be all about and the plan. But United are really doing themselves a disfavor because of the Glazers. And I believe however much we are interested in the player, we might not get him, because a team might come out and do what a Man City did for Haaland. They signed Haaland in March. We might be here in the next 2 months and we might hear a story that a team has agreed a deal with Victor Osimhen and they're willing to go out and really cough out the amount of money they want, especially Napoli, the team where he's playing for the game of football right about now. So that is my worry for Victor Osimhen, but I would love him at Manchester United and obviously see him do the needful for the club of Manchester United. Now, Fabrizio continued and told us that Napoli don't want to even discuss a price for Victor Osimhen. Their full focus is on winning the league and will not be withdrawn into any distractions. But I understand what Fabrizio is talking about, but this doesn't deny a team to talk to the agent of Victor Osimhen. And Victor Osimhen really gives a green light. By March, April, we'll see how the table of the Serie A will be standing. That can't stop a team from really going in for a player that they want, because we've seen teams go out and really get players from teams that are really leading the table. And Napoli should know that they are not taking Osimhen in the January transfer window. They want Osimhen in the summer. And secondly, why do I believe that United will go all out and go for a deal of Victor Osimhen? Because, one, he's Nigerian. In Africa, the most highly populated country is Nigeria. And they have a high purchasing power of jerseys. You get? When they bought Odion Ighalo, I think they sold close to 300,000 jerseys. Not so? Now, if you buy in Victor Osimhen right now, you can sell close to 500,000 jerseys. And secondly, you will increase your support in United Kingdom and all over the world, because to me, I believe Nigerians and South Africans are the most citizens occupying the diaspora world. United Kingdom in particular, there are very many. You get? In Europe, there are very many Nigerians in Europe. When you look in America, there are very many Nigerians. And United planning their pre-season in America, they will really be having very many Nigerians coming to join them, because Nigerians have shown that spirit of supporting one another. Look at the likes of Wizkid. Wizkid is going to hold a concert in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 60,000 seater, stadium seater. That's where the concert is going to be, and he's going to fill it because he has already filled O2 for 3 consecutive days, and it had 20,000 capacity for each day full. So, United is really looking at that area. They need to get Osimhen, and if at all a chance is given to them, they will go ahead and redo the needful. But all this depends on the plans of the new owner of United coming in through, of whether he will go out and really accept this to happen in favor of what Erik ten Hag really wants, and are they willing to back the manager? We know there is a worry of a new rule that FIFA is bringing in, that you have to spend money on buying players, and 70% of the money should be coming in from the football money that you are making. 30% should be coming in from outside. 70% should be coming in from the amount of money that you are making as a football team. So that is where things go nasty. So let's wait and see how things are going to happen for Victor Osimhen, but I'll be happy to see him in the summer at Old Trafford. Let's go to a man known as Marco Reus, 33 years of age. His contract is expiring in the summer. He has played for Borussia Dortmund for his entire life. He turned down offers coming in from Bayern Munich. Remember, Bayern Munich has always made Borussia Dortmund their fishing ground. You get, each and every player that comes out in the Bundesliga from any team that really looks good, they fish him out from the pond and they take him. That's why they've gone ahead to have a huge dominancy in the Bundesliga. Now, we are told by Mail Sports that on the derby that we played on Saturday, Marco Reus representatives Dirk Hebel and Darren Freeman were spotted at Manchester Derby on Saturday. Manchester United as well as Al Nassr are after his signature. His Borussia Dortmund contract expires in the summer. That's it. He's 33 years of age. Contract expiring in the summer. He's not willing to renew it. I think he's looking for a place elsewhere to play. One, why do I think United might be going in for this player? Do you think it is by coincidence that this story came out in the morning, and in the evening we had the story of Elanga being linked to Borussia Dortmund? Do you think what I'm thinking? Do you think what I'm thinking? It can even happen in this January transfer window. You get, United might send Elanga to Borussia Dortmund. Reus crosses to Manchester United. After crossing, and obviously a deal will be done because this player is going to be free on the summer. He's not going to renew his contract. Do you think what I'm thinking? Do you think what I'm thinking? Because Marco Reus can play in all the forefront positions. He can play as a center attack midfielder. He can lead the line. He can play as a left attack midfielder or a right attack midfielder. You get? But I'm connecting the two scenarios. Anton Elanga in the evening being linked to Borussia Dortmund, and Borussia Dortmund has confirmed their desire to sign him on loan for Manchester United. And in the morning, we saw Borussia Dortmund story coming out that their players' representatives, Marco Reus, were spotted at the Manchester Derby on Saturday. They were not there by mistake, trust me. They must have been having business at Manchester United. That's it. That doesn't happen oftenly. The moment it happens, then there is something that they are really looking at. Because you can't tell me that they are sharing the same agent with Anthony Elanga. No, they are not. So, there is something there that can really be seen boiling up in the next 1 or 2 days about Marco Reus. But would I love him at Manchester United? My answer is no. I wouldn't love him at Manchester United. 33 years of age. Why sign him? Why sign him amidst us having been doing such deals for a very long time? Odion Igalo, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who? This guy. Edson Cavani, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't want such deals anymore. You get? Weghorst is 30. Martial is 27. We need to get in a player who is 22, 23 years of age, like Victor Osimhen. Why should we go in for Marco Reus? Let's let him go. He's a good player. I love him. But obviously, I don't fancy him to come and play for the club of Manchester United. But I had to come in and really put out this story because I think there is something boiling of Elanga and a player called Marco Reus. Because Marco Reus representatives at Old Trafford on Saturday and on Monday, we are having a story of Borussia Dortmund wanting the player for Manchester United, meaning that they're having a connection. United is having what Borussia Dortmund wants, and Dortmund is having what United wants. So it shows you that that can easily call up for dialogue between these two teams to see whether they're going to sign the player. So that is it according for Marco Reus, and obviously let's get into this. But Fabrizio Romano had the following to say about that. He said, I think Marco Reus' agent was probably there just for the derby on rumors about Reus. So that is what Romano is saying. He's really rubbishing that. But let's wait and see whether we are going to be having more and more and more to unfold in there for you. So that is what Romano really had to say about it. Now, Marcus Rashford, a player that United has been really trying to convince to sign a new contract. Looks like they have gone or they've reached a compromise and they are confident that Marcus Rashford is going to put pen to paper. Now, the Manchester Evening News is telling us that Manchester United are confident of tying down Marcus Rashford in a new contract as discussions continue over a renewal. Rashford is expected to receive an increase of his £200,000 weekly salary at United, who are reluctant to break the £300,000 barrier. Now, this is where I came out and really never did the other story that Ten Hag has put a salary cap of United that shouldn't exceed £200,000. I said, where in the world does a manager put a salary cap at a team that needs to be having top players, and to be having top players, you must be paying them highly? Rashford in his form, you can't tell him that he should stay at £200,000. Trust me, he's going to be paid more than £300,000 a week. That's it. If Casemiro is earning £370,000 a week, if Jadon Sancho is earning £350,000 a week, if Rafael Varane is earning £330,000 a week, David De Gea £370,000 a week, there is no way you tell me that Rashford is going to accept £300,000 a week, because right now he's in the form of his life. He has 1.5 years left on his contract. If he plays down the entire left and move out as a free agent, Rashford can negotiate a deal that can see him earn £1 million per week in a team like PSG or Barcelona or elsewhere. He can negotiate that deal. He can negotiate that deal because every team in the world would love to have Marcus Rashford. That's it. So, I downplay the £300,000 a week barrier. There is no barrier at Manchester United. What hinders you from getting the amount of money you want at Manchester United is your form. Go out, play very well, put in the effort, score goals like Rashford, you will call for the amount of money that you want. I believe I have in my mind that Rashford is calling for £400,000 a week. If Ronaldo was at the club and he was earning £780,000 a week and scored just 24 goals that season, you get? How do you tell Rashford that he's not worth £400,000 a week when he's going to score close to 40 goals this season? Right now as we speak, Rashford has scored close to... How many goals has Rashford scored this season? I think he's at... Rashford this season has scored 8 Premier League goals. Not so. He has 8 Premier League goals. That's it. He has 4 Carabao Cup goals. That's 12. He has 3 UEFA Europa League goals. Those are 15. And 1 goal in the FA Cup. Not so, because he scored a penalty against Everton. That's it. You get? He's having 16 goals already. As the season is maturing, Rashford is really looking to be having more games to play. He's going to score 40 goals this season. Trust me. Because Ten Hag told us that only the Premier League is going to score 20. And he's having 12 to go, which is going to guide and we score them. And he's going to score more. So, a player who is going to score 40 goals a season, you can't tell me that we're going to give him £300,000 a week. Kevin De Bruyne, the best player at Man City, is earning £380,000 a week. Trust me, Rashford is going to be between £350,000 a week and £400,000 a week. But keeping him will be great, and keeping him at the club will be one of those things that we'll be here to celebrate about, because he has really gotten back in a form of his life. And lastly, there is a player known as Dean Henderson who really led his team known as Crystal Palace to the semi-final, not Crystal Palace, it's Nottingham Forest, to the Carabao Cup semi-finals. He got an injury over the weekend and he has been ruled out for 3 to 4 weeks, meaning that all that drama that was being traded that United should allow him play into the double tie of the semi-final has died a natural death, meaning that no need for Ten Hag to really do any decision because the player is out and Hennessy is the one that's going to come in through, because the first semi-final is going to be played next week. That's it. And after next week, the other week, as we come to the end of January, it's going to be played and we'll be knowing who's going to be playing the semi-final. Thank you guys for watching in through. I'm calling upon your reactions in the comment section below. United lining up for Victor Osimhen. What are your thoughts about it? Then United after Reus, Marcos, you know him very well, Bundesliga, known very well for playing for Borussia Dortmund. Then tell us what you think about Marcus Rashford. Do you think he will allow a contract of £300,000 a week? I believe that's too little for the player. He's going to go ahead and really ask for more because he's 25. If at all Rashford was 21 and offered a contract of £300,000 a week, he would have accepted it. But he's in the years of making money. He needs money. What do you think about it? And lastly, Dean Henderson's injury. What do you talk about it? Rock and David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye-bye and good morning, good afternoon. I hand you over to the mighty Lord that is going to protect you abundantly. I'm out.